Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Join me, Mr. Paul, as we head from the Paphos harbour, and we're going to work our way through Paphos, circumnavigate the old town and go straight up towards Masogi Avenue and head out towards Tala. Why we're going to Tala? Because that's a little place where Mr. Paul likes to sit and make his talking videos when he is making a video for his own personal channel, which of course is Cars and Me. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me on that little adventure. And of course that's where I talk to you about buying cars and selling cars in Cyprus, take you on little adventures to the body shop and do the odd car review on cars that I have bought. So here we go, downtown Paphos harbour, and like I say, we're going to head towards the old town. We're not going to go up the slowest hill in the world because that's where it's faster to walk, but we are going to circumnavigate it and go through the rear end of the Paphos old town and come out sort of at the other end of the old town and work our way up towards Masogi Avenue and take a left for Tremathusa and go towards Tala. So if your name is Sir Stephen, sit back and enjoy the drive, because a lot of people have got places in their hearts for that little village that looks down on Paphos, and of course that little village is Tala village. Very, very popular indeed. It's up there with Paya, because a lot of people like to come to retire to Cyprus, don't they? And Paya and Tala are two of the most popular villages where people buy properties and then live for the rest of their lives. There are other places, by the way. A lot of people buy property in downtown Paphos, and a lot of people buy property up in the hills of Armu and all the way out into Polemi and up in Stromby and even Lissos on top of the mountain where I used to live a few years ago. Great air and great scenery, but a little bit too far for the daily commute into downtown Paphos, of course, if you have to earn a living, which is what I have to do, unfortunately. But thanks to you guys, you are keeping us afloat with our YouTube channels, and we do thank you very, very much for that. And we do thank each and every one of you who hits the like, hits that subscribe. Of course, you understand that that doesn't cost you a single penny, but it does help the YouTube algorithm start to recommend the channels to more people like yourselves, and slowly but surely we get to earn a little bit of money. And of course, quite a few of you join us as superstar members on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and of course now and again gift us that coffee or two. Lady Cheryl, thank you very, very much indeed. Of course, Baroness Crackpot, thank you very, very much indeed. The list goes on, and we do thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. So what's that? That's the King's Avenue Mall right in front of us, which is a great place to go if you want to spend some money. And of course you can go into the big super jumbo store as well and get lost, and your intention is to go in there and spend bugger all, but you end up spending 50 euros or 60 euros. You think, oh, I like that. Oh, that's cheap. Oh, yeah, I love that. I love that. And of course, that's what's going to be happening to Mr. Paul as we buy bits and bobs for the forthcoming Marika and Me lounge bar. For those of you who tune into those episodes, we thank you very, very much indeed. And slowly but surely, you will see us transform that building into a spectacality of a lounge bar. If you've got some ideas, please drop it into the comments, and if you've got some ideas of how we can save some money, again, please drop it into the comments. And if you'd like to buy a brick on the Wall of Fame, that's going to be on the stairs, and that's where there will be little plaques and bricks with people's names on them, with of course a title, a Sir, a Lord, Lady, Baron, Baroness, those kind of things. And these are the people who are helping us to make the dream become a reality. Of course, Dame Anne goes without saying. Lord Andy, Lady Ness, of course, Baron von Cigar, his girl and our girl, Lady Victoria, Lady Zena, our Sir Kev. I got a feeling those couple of barons from downtown in damp South Wales might be coming on a plane very, very soon indeed. And I got a feeling they may have a couple of bob in their pockets because they'd like to see their name on that wall, that's for sure. So if you want to join the Wall of Fame, why not either gift us £50 to buy a brick on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, or If you want to do it more anonymously, you can go and hunt us down on PayPal. Paul G Cyprus, so that's PaulGee Cyprus, and of course up will come a picture of myself and Marika smiling and saying thank you as you gift us that £50 to buy that brick and get your name up in lights on the Hall of Fame. So slowly but surely now we are working our way towards the lower part of the old town, and then we're going to take a left because we don't want to go up the slowest hill in the world, because that's where the congestion of traffic is horrendous. So we're going to circumnavigate it and go deep into the old town, which normally is the quickest way, and then we'll come back out onto the main drag, as we call it, that takes us up towards Masoi Avenue. And of course we can keep on going on that road for Polis, by the way, if you want, or all the villages that of course are off that road. And I'd like to say a big shout out and a big thank you to Paphos Life, by the way, Dominic. Dom, as I call him. I don't mean that with any disrespect. He mentioned us in one of his videos, and we do thank you for that. And hopefully Dominic will come and make friends with us and join us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. The olive tree is out, shall we say, and he's more than welcome to come in and sup on a pint or two. Of course, his first pint will be free. And of course, if he'd like to bring his wife and his daughter, he is more than welcome. And a cat or two, because he likes cats, doesn't he? And so do we. So big shout out to Paphos Life, and hopefully you enjoy his content and our content. And also a big shout out to the Nutters. Yes, that's Tom. Big shout out to him, and a big thank you for him for mentioning the little channel known as Marika and Me. And as he knows, there will be a pint waiting for him when he comes into the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Superstars in downtown Paphos that are doing their best and our best to promote the little place known as Cato Paphos, because we all want the same thing. We all want you guys to come here and enjoy its beauty and its spectacality, and hopefully you'll bump into one or two of us and have a chat and find out a little bit about our lives, and we'll find out a little bit about your lives. And remember that we can be your friends on the other side of the world, on the island of love. And if ever you need any help, I'm pretty sure you can reach out to any of us and we'll do our best, and I mean that, our very best, to solve your problem. Problems always arise, don't they? We hope you never have any problems when you come on your holiday to Cyprus, and we don't believe that you will. But if ever you do, please reach out to the likes of Marika and Me, Paphos Life, Cyprus Nutters, and we will do our very best to help you out and to get you on your way. Here we are. We're circumnavigating the rear end of the old town, and as predicted, it's pretty quiet at this time of morning. Most people are just moseying around the shops and sitting in the bars and restaurants and getting on and off buses. See, the bus brings you up here. 610. I think that's the bus that comes from the harbour, but don't quote me, go and check it out. And bus tickets, €2.50 per trip is what they actually are. And if you want a day pass, €6.50. You can get a week pass, and you can get a fortnightly pass, so I'm told, and a month pass as well. So hunt it down on paphosbuses.com.cy, or just Google Paphos buses. Yes, and you never know, we might get a kickback from them one of these days. I doubt it, but there we go, you never know. Adonis might come and say thank you very much for promoting Paphos, which he does, by the way, and I'm pretty sure he'll thank anyone who says good things about Paphos, because that's what he wants. He wants Paphos to be the greatest holiday resort in the world, and we do think that it's on its right path. And I think if you sit back and watch over the next couple of years, I think Paphos is going to be really at the top of its game, and it's going to be famous as one of the greatest holiday upmarket resorts in the Mediterranean area, because of course we've got that blue Mediterranean Sea, and like the skies, it's always blue. Like Mr. Paul, it's always in blue. All that's missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy? Because Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting. We really are waiting, especially for you. And there's a lady coming to Paphos next Sunday. Her name is Alex, and I'm going to pick her up from the airport. We've never met before, but she's looking at buying a car, and hopefully she buys a car, but you know, it doesn't matter. If she doesn't, that doesn't matter. I'll go and pick her up from the airport, take her to her holiday rental while she waits for the completion on her house sale. and she's going to have a great time, and I'm pretty sure she is going to come into the Marika and me lounge bar and see us once or twice. So a big Kalimera to Lady Alex, who's coming to Paphos next Sunday for the rest of her life. Looking forward to seeing you when you get off that big bird in Paphos Airport at 7:30. I'll be waiting there at about 8 o'clock, because you've got to get your passport stamped and you've got to get your luggage. So you come straight out of the main front entrance, walk past the coffee station where there's seats and chairs, and give me a wave, and I'll be sitting there smoking a big boy, and I'll be that idiot in a blue hat and a pair of dark sunglasses in some kind of car. I'm always in different cars. And for those of you curious to know what car I'm driving at the moment, I've bought the bargain of the century, and I have bought this car, and this car's had one owner from new, 2012 car by the way, one owner from new, been driven by a little old lady. I don't mean that with any disrespect, but she has treated this car with respect. It's been serviced every single year. It's done 45,000 miles. Yes, you heard me correctly. It is immaculate inside and out. It is a pleasure to drive it, and it's a Proton Gen 2 saloon. And these are the cars that often came in for criticism. Oh, they're cheap cars. Well, this car is 12 years old and it hasn't got a mark on it inside or out. It drives better than my Jaguar. All right, my Jaguar doesn't drive, but the ride quality is amazing. It seats 4 people in luxury. The gearbox is super smooth. It's fast enough for most people, and it's got a massive boot as well. And it's low on road tax. It's cheap to run. My God. Do you want to know how much I paid for it? Wait for it. €200. Yes. You heard me correctly, €200. There was something wrong with the breathing in the engine, so the gentleman decided to go and buy himself a brand new car. That's the husband of the lady who was driving it. So they went out and bought a brand new Toyota, €29,000. He's got plenty of money, so don't worry about him. And then he just parked this one up. But 4 months later, he phoned me up and said, look, I've got this car. How do I get it scrapped? So I went to see him, had a word with him. I said, how much do you want for it? And he said, well, what would he give me? I said, well, if we're going to scrap it, €200. So he said, done. I said, if we fix it? He said, no, if you can fix it, wonderful. If I see it driving around, it'll be wonderful to know that somebody has got a good car. You give me the €200, come and get it and do what you wish with it. So we took it away and we got it driving. So we drove it away, but it was overheating. The gauge was going up a bit, but we were only going down the road, isn't it? And it turned out it had 2 blocked pipes. So we put 2 new pipes on it to the radiator, cleaned it all out, and now it's driving like a new car. And he knows that because I've already phoned him up and told him, and he said, wonderful. I'm so happy that someone has now got another good car, because that car never ever let us down, and it did us proud for 12 years. So there you go, Proton. And the engine in it, by the way, once we've researched it, it's a Mitsubishi engine and it's a Mitsubishi gearbox, and on top of that, Lotus twiddled with all these suspensions. So it handles like a little sports car, and it is a fabulous car, there's no doubt about it. I do think it is. So if someone wants to buy a very good car, not for €200, obviously, it is for sale, and I'll probably make a video on it so you can see it as well. And I say, it's a fabulous car, and I'll be driving around in this car until somebody gives me a lot of money for it, because you cannot buy a car like this in Cyprus for less than around about €3,500–4,000. So that's giving you an incline into what the price of it will be, and it'll feature on camera very soon indeed. Now, at these traffic lights, we've got to be very careful, because these are enforcement control cameras. If they switch to amber, we get an infringement on our credit card, and that infringement, that fine, is €300. So if you are driving around in a car, stop at the lights and don't think you can get away with it. If you think they're about to change to red, put your foot on that brake and stop. Simple as that. And don't go speeding either, because they're also speeding cameras as well. So if you try and beat the lights, isn't it, you're then going to get a fine for speeding, which is a little bit less. It's only €75, but still, there you go. Don't do it. Don't go through red traffic lights. Have a word with Lady Andrea and say to her, come on girl, wake up in the mornings, get the lights onto green, keep them on green, and give that naughty peacock a slap around his little forehead. And it's getting cold in Norfolk now as well, so get your feet on him at night. On that note, big shout out to Lady Ali and of course Lord of the Neil, and we hope karma sees her coming, shall we say, and we look forward to seeing you when you come back to Paphos. And there is light at the end of the tunnel, I can promise you that. Big shout out to Lord Ronaldo and Lady Sylvie. Hopefully everything is going super smooth in downtown France, and of course as you flip across to the border, big shout out to Princess Valentina. Hopefully you're having a relaxing holiday, hopefully, fingers crossed, and we'll look forward to seeing you when you come back to Paphos for your first Christmas, and then hopefully the rest of your life on the island of love. And of course there's always going to be a special place in our hearts for you guys. Big shout out to Lady Alison and to her mum, Lady Enid. Yeah, it's a bit cold up there in Yorkshire, is it? A little bit chilly. Yeah, get your woolly socks on and your mittens whenever you go out. So this is Massoy Avenue. Didn't take quite as long as we thought, because of course we circumnavigated the busy part, which is that long hill up to Kennedy Square through the old town. What can you get on this street? Well, you get a BMW if you want, or if you want a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, you can pop into Onyx next door, and they sell luxury second-hand cars. You want a brand new Audi or a Skoda, you can pop into Unicars. There's the Smart Supermarket. There's Sports Direct, by the way, and this is a big electrical retailer that is owned by Currys, or Currys have got a stake in it, so it's themed on a bit of a Greek-style Currys electrical store. What else have we got? Car body shop, we won't mention that one over there. We've got Druthiosis, that's the auto accessories boys in Paphos. If you want some parking sensors fitted, well, we can do that as well, but they can do it for you, and they'll fit you stereos and all those kind of things. Lots of furniture shops, one or two coffee shops up here as well, by the way. Right at the top is my favourite coffee shop, and that is the Atlas Coffee Shop. And thinking of the Atlas Coffee Shop, where's my mate Sir Phil? That's what I want to know. I've not seen him for months, and he hasn't got a mobile phone, so I'll have to email him and arrange to meet up at the Atlas Coffee Shop and give him a shake and see if he's got any money, because he's got plenty of money, and see if we can get a couple of bob out of him to invest in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. He's thinking, I'm not coming to that Atlas Coffee Shop. I don't want to see you for the rest of my life. Come on, Sir Phil. Drop in the messages. Are you going to meet up, and are you going to bring us a couple of bob? Because you wanted us to open a lounge bar. Don't you remember? I haven't forgotten. You said, come on, don't go off to foreign lands and open a bar. Do it in Paphos, because that's the place for you and for Marika. And a big shout out to a man in, well, he's got bright skies, but it's a little bit chilly, I would think. He's a Viking, and his name is Viking Ronnie. Thank you for your constant comments. Thank you for your little messages on WhatsApp and all the little bits of information that you've given us, and hopefully you'll be coming back to the island of love, and we'll be waiting for you and looking forward to seeing you when you do. Hopefully it's not too far away. We're right at the top of the Massoy Avenue. The Atlas Coffee Shop is coming up very, very soon indeed. We're going to take a left and head towards Tremathusa, and of course in the direction of Tala. So there's the Atlas Coffee Shop. Is Phil in there? Let's have a look. Nope, he's not there. Terrible, isn't it? Shocking. I haven't seen him for months, but soon I'm pretty sure we will be reunited, and we'll have a good chat, and I'll smoke a cigar and he will drink a caramel iced latte, if I remember correctly, and I'll pay for it, don't worry. Shall we take the left? Yes, but we've got to wait for the traffic lights, haven't we? While we do, I'll light up a big boy, because life is good on the island of love. Here we go. Let's take a left. So if you were living in Tremathusa, well, just over here is Tremathusa. Unfortunately, they're repairing the road just up there because it collapsed a little bit over a little river, and they're redoing it. Hopefully next week it'll be done. So we have to go on a wiggle and a waggle down here through the village of Tremathusa. So again, this is something that probably lots of you have never seen. You've probably never been on this road, so don't click off just yet. Hit the like, smash that subscribe, and keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And of course, don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's how you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. Join us as a superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month. Of course, you can purchase a brick on the Buy Me a Coffee platform for £50. Don't forget to pop your name and a little bit of information about yourself, or you can go and hunt us down on PayPal, Paul G Cyprus, PAULGEE Cyprus, and of course gift us £50 or more. If you wish to buy more than one brick, you are more than welcome, and of course your name will appear on the Hall of Fame in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and that means that everyone will know that you were involved in making a spectacality of a bar on downtown Paphos. And a lot of people are going to be reading it, and a lot of people are going to be thanking you very, very much indeed, because we intend to make it something very, very special, very, very inviting, and on top of that, an information hub extraordinaire. Any information that you're going to want, you'll be able to get from us. If you need to get information on pharmacies, which ones are open on the weekends, those kind of things, pop in and see us. Boat trips, jeep safaris, taxis, hire cars, you name it, we'll have it on show in the little bar known as Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And of course, it's the former Hollywood, so we're going to have that name incorporated as well. Marika and Me at Hollywood Lounge Bar, Bar Street, Paphos Cyprus. So don't forget, 15th of March will be the grand opening, and we invite you and the world to come. Bring your cat, bring your dog. We don't mind. We like cats and we like dogs. We're going to get back onto the main Taller Road very, very soon indeed, and take a left and head up to the little area where Mr. Paul likes to sit and do his chatty videos about cars. So if you want to see me having a chat with you about cars, go and hunt me down on YouTube, Cars and Me. And of course, if you want to watch Marika monkeying around, showing you clothes and fashion and talking about her life, you can go find her on YouTube on Marika and You. So those are the three channels in the group. This one, Marika and Me, Cars and Me, and Marika and You. And we do thank each and every one of you for watching, for liking it, and for subscribing, and for gifting us that couple of bob or two. Thank you very, very much indeed. I'm going to say thanks for watching. I'll look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed, and hopefully you have enjoyed my company. See you again very, very soon indeed.